Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
What was that? The weather. Very peculiar, don't you think?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed Smackdown. I did not get to see the first hour of Smackdown. I came in at the second half. So I'm just going to run it down as best I can, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. So I don't know how Aleister Black landed a match with Cody Rhodes, but he did. I am aware that Ilya went up against Ciampa for his open challenge, and he was able to retain his championship. I am also aware that there were some title changes that happened today. SmackDown was an interesting mix of good and simple booking, but it was effective in what it needed to do. So let's talk about what I did see and what I do know. I was able to catch the second half of SmackDown, and that was around the time where Jade Cargill came out to address the WWE Universe and, of course, the women's locker room in terms of her being the newly crowned champion. Jade Cargill has made it very clear that there is not going to be any slouching and that she is not going to be no nice, I'm going to keep it cute. Nah, she's like, I'm here. I'm that bitch. I'm running the ship. That is her moniker from here on out. And she is very angry, as we can see. Now, as she was coming out, Charlotte Flair's music hit. And of course, the jaw-jacking back and forth between the two, the arrogance of Jade Cargill, and Charlotte's competitive spirit is mixing in the scenes. And it looks like very soon down the line, Jade Cargill is going to have to face off against the Queen. How that's going to play out, I'm not sure. But it's going to happen. Okay. Now, as the show progressed, Charlotte went up against Nia Jax. Very interesting booking in this match. I figured Nia was gonna win, but what got me was Lash Legend coming in with the save for Nia Jax. I didn't expect that because of how they have been booking Lash lately in NXT. Although on some hindsight shit, like I should have expected it. However, I am glad for Lash that she's able to be on TV and be seen, and she is going to be a force on that roster, and given the opportunity within a few years, she is going to be a future WWE champion. And it seemed like all the black girls are going to SmackDown. That's what it seemed like. And that's all right with me, as long as they're being booked strong, okay? all the black women are on SmackDown with the exception of Naomi and you know. But any whoosies. So after that, we saw basically fucking uh Bliss got ragdolled in there during the match. And this allowed for Nia to hit her annihilator. And that was the end of the match. That was Murder She Wrote for Charlotte. Now, when they got in the back to talk to the trainers, to talk to the trainers about Bliss's neck, they ended up getting attacked again by the Kabuki Warriors. Fucking Jesus Christ. Let me tell y'all what's happening, okay? My mom and my dad had a little ball that they had to go to. My mother wanted me to go with them, so we're in a hotel right now. And in the hotel is connected to it's connected twice. You got one hotel on one side, and then you got our hotel on the other. In this hotel, it seems there is like a baseball team or some type of soccer team that's in here, and they are like, they can't go to the pool because a little boy dislocated his elbow in the pool. So the hotel closed the pool down. And they have to go in their rooms, but they're not going in their rooms. They're just running in the hallway, up and down the hallway. And it's like 10:30 at night. They're just running. And I'm just like, this is fucking ridiculous. But anyways, so they got in the back and the Kabuki Warriors got back there and they attacked them. Asuka missed it, both of them, while they were back there trying to get, help from the trainers and the doctors. Craziest thing I've seen. I was like, Jesus, where the fuck did she come from? So we had that. Then they announced the people who are going to be competing in the John Cena tournament going into next week, because the tournament starts next week. They did not announce who LA Knight's opponent was going to be, but they did announce The Miz's opponent. And his opponent is going to be the former World Heavyweight Champion, Jey Uso. Now, I thought that was very interesting booking. Now, The Miz is in his feelings about this. He feels like because he beat John Cena, and he should be the last one to go up against the man. And I'm just like, sir, there are a lot of people in this company who beat John Cena. And yes, you did it in a historic way. You got to be able to do whatever you want to do. But sir, like, calm the fuck down. Everybody who has beaten John Cena is probably going to be competing in this tournament. Like, you are not the only one. You are not the odd man out. I don't understand why you're so mad. But the main reason that you should be mad is the fact that Carmelo Hayes is not going to let you win this tournament. You're going to lose this tournament because of him, because you couldn't keep your hands to yourself. And because of that, this is what's going to be costing you a lot of your opportunities. Okay. You could have just minded your damn business, but instead you decided that when it's over, when you say it's over. And I'm like, because of that, that's going to cost you a lot of things. You're going to be in trouble. Anyways, moving on. We see that there is a United States Championship match. Julia faced off against former champion Chelsea. And Chelsea was able to get the title back. So not only now is Chelsea a AAA mixed tag team champion, she is now the first ever two-time Women's United States champion. And she is the fourth technically person to hold the championship. So I was not mad at it. I'm very happy for Chelsea. I was like, as much as I like Julia, I need them to build her up to be more of a force and a menace. And they haven't been doing that. They've got to figure out some kind of way to get her going. Okay. But Chelsea has already been established. Chelsea already has it. So I think giving that title back to Chelsea will be all the sweeter for whoever can get it off of her. If it's Michin or whoever, it's going to be great for them and they can maybe start building some new stuff. Plus, you've got people there like Lash Legend who could take that championship and be great with it. Nia could be a good United States champion for now, but they probably going to have them going after them tag team titles at some point. So, they talked to the bougie bully backstage, and she basically was like, I came here to help my girl. And I was like, well, it wasn't too long ago that your girl was whooping your ass. So, so I mean, I guess if you can't beat them, join them. I guess. I don't know. But they're like, I mean, you ever been in high school situations where the girl get her ass whooped and then in a few months they become friends because she like, well, she whooped my ass. They become friends. This is kind of what that's like. That's what that's like, which is cool. It's fine. It's no big deal. Um, so after that, I learned that Aleister Black was facing off against Cody Rhodes. And I was like, what the fuck? Why? I was like, what's happening? Well, it didn't get worse or better. They simply had them set up to have their match. And from what Don is telling me in the comments, he said he literally just addressed him. Like he just came out there and just said it. And I said, okay, whatever. Now, the Solo basically was backstage hyping up his MFTs. And Solo told them, listen, we got work to do. He said, y'all did great. I don't know what they did prior to this conversation that he was having with his family because I didn't see it. I didn't get to watch the first hour. So I don't know if they attacked somebody, if they took somebody out. I don't know. But he told them that they doing great, but we still got work to do. He said Sammy's still walking around. He said Ilya has the US title. The YS6 still got the tag team championship. And he was like, Ray Phoenix keep popping off. He said Tala's gonna go out there and handle that tonight. And we're gonna start taking over and getting this family back on top. All right, cool. Now the YS6 is aware, obviously, that the MFTs are coming after them. So the YS6 was prepared. The tag team champs were prepared, but Eric Rowan called them off. He told them, he said, don't do nothing, relax. Now's not the time. So they backed off. Then you saw because the MFTs is making enemies. They're not targeting just the people that they need to take out. They're targeting everybody, which I think is a bad move. I think you need to go after specific people. Being angry and just kicking off shit don't work for you. Now, speaking of being angry, for whatever reason, even though Jade Cargill has the title, her moniker is I am that bitch. So that's what she's acting like. She walked up on Chelsea while Chelsea was trying to, explain to them that she was getting ready to be a new champion again. And of course, she told Chelsea, she was like, girl, basically what she told Chelsea was get the fuck out the way before I stomp a mud hole in your ass. And Chelsea moved. She moved out the way. And then what you sick for? And then she got in BFAB in them face and basically was tripping. She was just like, if you got a problem, she was like, we could settle this in the ring next week. BFAB was like, bitch, bet. And she was like, yeah, bet. I'm like, girl, what the fuck wrong with you? Like, you got the championship. What you mad for? Why are you angry? I can understand if you didn't get it back. I can understand if Tiffany cheated to win or you lost it again. Like, but girl, people who are champions don't have to have a chip on their shoulder. You got a target on your back, true enough, but there's no reason for you to be mad at her. I was so fucking confused. I'm like, girl, what is your problem? Anyway, she was like, I'm gonna do what I want. I would be like, girl, if you don't get the fuck out my face, that'd be the first thing I would have told her. Because you being a champion, now BVAC basically told her, congratulations, you got the title. That's something you wanted, good, cool, but you ain't got to act all like that. And she was like, girl, I'm going to do what I want. If you got a problem with it, we can sort of listen in the ring. And BVAC was like, girl, bet, bitch, what's up? She was like, yeah, bet. I'd have been like, girl, if you don't get the fuck out my face, Okay? Mind your business. All right. I'm not in your business. Don't come and get in mine. All right. I ain't saying shit to you. But if you keep popping off like that, we can settle this shit right now. We don't need to get no ring. We can pop off. You feel me? Anywho's. Yes. Hold on, y'all.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desired.
Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Gotta roll on T, gotta give her release, spread your legs down.
All right. So, what was that? Okay. Tyler had his match. He went up against Ray Phoenix. The Motor City Machine Guns and Shinsuke Nakamura came out there and took out Tama Tonga, JC Mateo, and Tongaloa. Got rid of them. So it was just a one-on-one match. Ray Phoenix looked like he was keeping his thing going, but unfortunately, he was not able to. He just couldn't best Tyler. Tyler's a big man. He was able to recover really quickly, and it was not a pretty sight. That's the best way to explain it. Unfortunately, Ray Phoenix ended up suffering a loss. It's pretty bad. They decided they was going to attack Ray Phoenix, but then Sammy came out there. Sammy is not cleared to compete, but he came out there with a chair to protect Ray Phoenix, and they backed off. So we had that. And then we were prepping for the main event. Now, prior to this, I was talking about Chelsea's match with Julia. In this match, Chelsea came out there prepared, ready to go. Julia came out there prepared and ready to go. Now, to be fair, both of them cheated, okay? But it was just Chelsea's cheating was a little bit easier, a little bit more subtle, and Alba Fire's a little bit more on the nose than Kiana is. They was in the match. Fuck ass Kiana hit Chelsea in the face during the match. Alba Fire super kicked her during that match. Then, as the match began to break down, Alba Fire got super kicked. Chelsea ended up being able to recover, come back into the match, but Alba laid her out, and then Chelsea rolled up Julia and used the ropes to keep her down. And Chelsea is now a 2-time U.S. champion. It was all done very, very quickly, which in my mind was hella interesting. But like I said, I'm not mad at Chelsea getting the title back. I think that it's for the greater good that she's getting the title back. The only problem I have is that, like I said earlier, they have to do something to build Julia up so that she's a formidable force to any championship that's around. Now, they can make Julia and Kiana a tag team, but that's gonna take some time, obviously. What's wrong? You okay? You what?
Pivot. As you see, how small these pumpkin lemonades are, and they're supposed to be the large.
Okay.
These are yours.
Okay. Anyways, y'all. The show closed out with Cody's match going up against Aleister Black. That match did not have a definitive winner because Drew McIntyre came in, attacked the referee. He took out the ref. Okay. The referee got laid out by a Claymore kick. They got Kevin Hart playing the elf on the show for this commercial, and that's fucking funny. But anyways, anyways, Alistair and Drew started to attack Cody, and Damian Priest came out there to even the odds. Damian Priest cleared that ring pretty quickly. They was able to get shit done. Okay. Now after that was done, Damian. Okay, right. You got the key to get in?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damian got rid of Alistair, but Alistair used his burn to, distract him and get away. This is after Zelina jumped on his back. And after that, Cody hit Drew with a nasty cutter. It was nasty. And then that was it. Now what ended up happening was Nicholas came out there and basically was like, look, I told you to keep yourself together and you decided not to. He said, that's fine. You have been suspended. I mean, at this point, Nick had no choice. Drew was attacking referees. I could understand if he just attacked Cody Rhodes, but to attack the ref, you're out of line. And it just set a precedent that just will not stand for, and Nick got to protect the company itself. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it was the right call. Drew got suspended. And where we are right now is in limbo when it comes to that championship. Nobody knows who's next. But we do know what's happening with the John Cena tournament. However, they got this dramatic shit going on. So apparently there is a surprise opponent for LA Knight next Friday when the tournament starts. Now, this surprise opponent could be Randy Orton, could be somebody who doesn't work for the company anymore that they've decided to bring back. It could be anybody. We don't know, but we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is SmackDown. For it to be such a very simple, straightforward show, it was actually very well produced this week. They did good at setting up new storylines, making people look visibly dangerous. Nia Jax and Lash Legend being a team is a dangerous combination. Lash is taller than Nia, and they both tower over anybody that they're going to be in the ring with. It's going to be like having the Divas of Doom 2.0, but they are going to be a nasty combination for Alexa Bliss and Charlotte if they keep those titles past the Kabuki Warriors. The Charlotte and Alexa Bliss got a true problem on their hands with these two teams running around in the E. It's about to be some shit going down with these tag team titles, but I'm here for it because I like when you have good competition. Now, as far as Cody Rhodes, it seems like his situation with Drew McIntyre is not over and it's not going to be ending anytime soon. It also doesn't look like Damian Priest is done with Aleister Black. It looks like the two of them are going to continue on this path of brutalizing each other. Now, the only way that's going to end, obviously, they had a last man standing match, I think it was. So that should have ended it. But the only way this is going to work out is somebody got to be put inside a steel cage, or they're going to have to do some type of I Quit match. That's the only way that this is going to be over and done with. As far as Cody is concerned, I'm not sure of where they're headed with Cody, but they better figure something out. They got to figure out something, because Drew's not going to be the only one that we can see, fighting up against Cody Rhodes. However, we have seen Randy go up against John Cena this year. It's just he won't be, him going in the tournament possibly might be an interesting thing, but we don't know who the opponent for LA Knight is going to be. So that's interesting in itself. I'm going to get out of here because I'm not even able to be at home so I can really sit and talk about this. Plus, my throat is hurting right now. I'm not feeling the best. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll probably be back on here tomorrow because I'm going to be here in the hotel tomorrow and I ain't going to have nothing to do. So I might be here. Y'all might be listening to me read books to y'all tomorrow, because tomorrow might be a reading and chill. But I will see y'all later on, and we can still talk wrestling tomorrow if you want to. We can talk about wrestling tomorrow, and then we can start doing a new reading and chill, and I'm going to read a new book, and we're going to have a good time. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Okay.
It's the damn.
Hold on.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.